Hello everyone, this is Deb from Longevity Influencers. I just wanted to let you know that I put together a brand new video about how our very own FDA is poisoning us with added dyes to our food, our vitamins, the children's vitamins, our cereals, our snacks, all kinds of different things. So if you want to watch, like, and share, I really appreciate it.
The 1990s marked a turning point in American health. It was a decade that saw significant changes in lifestyle and diet, which had profound impacts on public health. We saw a dramatic rise in chronic diseases. Obesity rates soared, and with them came a host of other health issues. Fast food chains proliferated, and convenience became the name of the game. Cases of diabetes, heart disease, and cancer climbed steadily. This wasn't a coincidence. The medical community began to notice alarming trends in the data, pointing to a larger systemic issue. Something had changed in our environment, and the consequences were devastating. Industrialization and urbanization brought about not just pollution, but also changes in the way we produced and consumed food. Our food system underwent a radical transformation. The rise of large-scale food processing plants meant that food could be produced more cheaply and in greater quantities than ever before. Processed foods, laden with artificial ingredients, became increasingly prevalent. These foods were engineered to be tasty and addictive, ensuring that consumers would keep coming back for more. Supermarkets overflowed with brightly colored, conveniently packaged products. The sheer variety and accessibility of these items made them hard to resist. These foods, marketed as symbols of progress and convenience, were slowly poisoning us from the inside out. Families unknowingly consumed these products, believing they were making smart choices for their busy lives. We were told these foods were safe, that the government wouldn't allow harmful substances into our food supply. Regulatory agencies assured us that rigorous testing had been done, but the truth is far more insidious. Many of the chemicals added to our food, deemed safe by regulatory agencies, are anything but. Researchers began to uncover the hidden dangers lurking in our everyday meals. Many of the chemicals added to our food, deemed safe by regulatory agencies, are anything but. These additives, often with unpronounceable names, were linked to a range of health issues. They lurk in plain sight, hidden behind deceptive labels and reassuring marketing campaigns. Consumers were misled by claims of health benefits and natural ingredients. These chemicals, designed to enhance flavor, extend shelf life, and improve appearance, have infiltrated every corner of our diet. From breakfast cereals to dinner entrees, no meal was free from their influence. They are in our bread, our cereal, our yogurt, even in foods marketed as healthy. The very items we thought were good for us were contributing to a growing health crisis. We are consuming a cocktail of chemicals with every bite, and the long-term consequences are only beginning to reveal themselves. Medical researchers are now examining the data, trying to understand the full impact of these substances on our health. The rise of chronic diseases is a complex issue, but one thing is clear: our modern diet plays a significant role. It's time to rethink what we eat and how it's made. By returning to simpler, more natural foods, we can begin to reverse the damage. Supporting local farmers and choosing whole, unprocessed foods can make a difference. It's not just about individual choices, but about creating a healthier food system for everyone. Together, we can rise above the challenges and build a future where chronic diseases are no longer on the rise. Our bodies are not equipped to process the onslaught of synthetic chemicals present in our food. These foreign substances disrupt our hormones, damage our gut microbiome, and weaken our immune systems. They contribute to inflammation, a root cause of many chronic diseases. The food industry argues that these chemicals are present in minute quantities, too small to pose a significant threat. But the cumulative effect of ingesting these substances over a lifetime is undeniable. We are constantly bombarded with low doses of these chemicals, and our bodies have no time to recover. The rise in chronic disease is a complex issue with multiple contributing factors. However, the role of diet, particularly the consumption of processed foods laden with chemicals, cannot be ignored. These chemicals are not inert substances. They are biologically active compounds that interfere with our body's natural processes. We are witnessing a slow and silent epidemic fueled by our broken food system and the pervasive presence of harmful chemicals in our food. It is time to acknowledge the elephant in the room. Our food is making us sick. The presence of harmful chemicals in our food is not a result of negligence, but a deliberate choice driven by profit. These chemicals are often cheaper and more readily available, making them an attractive option for companies looking to cut costs. Food corporations prioritize profit margins over public health. They are willing to compromise the quality of their products to maximize their earnings. They use cheap, synthetic ingredients to reduce costs and increase shelf life, often ignoring the potential long-term health effects these additives may have on consumers, sacrificing the well-being of consumers in the process. The convenience and affordability of these products mask the hidden dangers lurking within. The regulatory agencies tasked with ensuring the safety of our food are often outmatched by the powerful food industry. These agencies struggle to keep up with the rapid advancements in food technology and the sheer volume of new products entering the market. These agencies rely on outdated science and limited resources, making it difficult for them to effectively regulate the industry. They are also heavily influenced by industry lobbying efforts, which can sway regulations in favor of corporate interests. The result is a system that prioritizes corporate interests over consumer protection. This imbalance leaves consumers vulnerable to the harmful effects of unregulated or poorly regulated food additives. The approval process for food additives is flawed and riddled with loopholes. Companies can exploit these gaps to introduce potentially harmful substances into the food supply. Companies can often get away with using questionable ingredients by claiming they are generally recognized as safe, known as GRAS. This designation allows them to bypass rigorous safety testing and oversight. This designation, often based on outdated or industry-funded studies, allows companies to bypass rigorous safety testing. The lack of independent research and oversight further compounds the problem. The illusion of safety is carefully crafted through deceptive marketing campaigns and misleading labels. These tactics are designed to create a false sense of security among consumers. Consumers are led to believe that the food they are buying is safe and nutritious, when, in reality, it is harming their health. The packaging and advertising often highlight the supposed benefits while downplaying or omitting the risks, when, in reality, it is harming their health. The long-term consumption of these products can lead to a range of health issues, from minor ailments to serious chronic conditions. We are being sold a lie, a carefully constructed narrative that prioritizes profit over our well-being, and our bodies are paying the price. The financial burden of medical bills and the emotional toll of dealing with health issues are the hidden costs of this broken system. Let's take a closer look at one of the most ubiquitous and harmful food additives, tartrazine, also known as yellow dye number 5. This synthetic dye is not just a simple colorant. It is a chemical compound that has far-reaching implications for our health. This synthetic dye, derived from coal tar, is used to give food a bright yellow hue. The process of creating tartrazine involves complex chemical reactions that result in a vibrant color, which is why it is so appealing to food manufacturers. It is found in everything from candy and cereal to cheese and pickles. The bright yellow color makes these products more visually appealing, especially to children who are often the target consumers for such brightly colored foods. Tartrazine has been linked to a wide range of health problems, including hyperactivity in children, allergies, asthma, migraines, and even cancer. The impact on children's behavior is particularly concerning, as studies have shown a significant increase in hyperactivity and attention issues. Studies have shown that it can damage DNA and interfere with brain development. The potential for long-term genetic damage is alarming, as it suggests that the effects of tartrazine could be passed down to future generations. Despite these concerns, tartrazine remains a widely used food additive in the United States. The lack of stringent regulations allows food manufacturers to continue using this harmful dye without significant repercussions. The story of tartrazine is a prime example of how corporate greed and lax regulations can lead to the widespread use of a harmful substance. Companies prioritize their profits over the well-being of consumers, exploiting regulatory loopholes to continue their practices. The food industry continues to use tartrazine because it is cheap and effective at enhancing the appearance of food. The bright yellow color can make food products look fresher and more appealing, which can increase sales. They prioritize profit over the health of consumers, knowing that the consequences of their actions will likely not be felt for years or even decades. This delayed impact makes it easier for companies to dismiss the immediate health concerns raised by scientists and health advocates. Tartrazine is just one example of the many harmful chemicals lurking in our food supply. There are numerous other additives and preservatives that pose similar risks, yet they continue to be used widely. It is a stark reminder that we cannot rely on the government or the food industry to protect our health. Public awareness and advocacy are crucial in pushing for stricter regulations and safer food practices. We must take matters into our own hands and educate ourselves about the ingredients in our food. By becoming informed consumers, we can make better choices and advocate for healthier food options for ourselves and our families.